What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Daigs, Dangles. I'm your host, Justin Dagg, aka The Dangler. We're coming to you live. As you can tell, we're not at Paradise today. We're actually at Langer's Lounge, and I got the man, the myth, the legend himself with me here, Ryan Langford, aka Langer. We're going to actually showcase some of his jerseys and other hockey memorabilia, as you can see behind us, but this is pretty much just a storage shed, isn't it?
Well, kind of, but it's sort of a shrine to hockey as well.
Shrine to hockey, but wait till you see the real shrine inside, guys. Pretty special stuff.
Aha, well here it is, it's Langer's Lounge. Very excited, it's one of my favorite places. And it all started when I was a kid. It's amazing how things happen when you're a kid and you remember them as you grow up. And it started in the fact that I grew up in a small house and I was a goaltender. And we didn't have a shed or garage or anything, so I had to store my equipment in my room. And it was always a pain in the butt and trying to drag it up the stairs and through the house. And I vowed one day I was going to have a proper place, a real place, to not only store my equipment, but to enjoy my equipment. I know that sounds really strange, but I love hockey equipment, and I love hockey stuff and equipment. So here's the lounge here. It was just a normal, sort of rundown old shed that Dag had kind of alluded to a few minutes ago. But now we got a sort of someplace kind of neat here, and I like to come in here and I'll do stuff. I guess it's kind of like your man cave. So I love when it's organized. I love it when guys come over and they comment about how cool stuff is. Figurines, just trinkets and things, and whole menagerie of things really to kind of look at. And I'm always pleased when people come over and enjoy it, and I certainly enjoy it. And for me, hockey's not just about playing on the ice. It's the whole process of coming out here and packing your bag and get to the rink, go through that, you come home, a couple guys come over, it's the same thing, the tear down. I love that from start to finish. So that's what Langer's Lounge really is. It's sort of a celebration of hockey.
You know what, why don't we show the folks at home, and why don't you take our cameraman Fraser on a little bit of a tour inside the house?
Love to. Hi, welcome to my place, Langer's Lounge as they call it. And I'm going to start off at the beginning. So this is my son's room, and I grew up as a Maple Leaf fan, so it's my right to pass that on to him, whether he likes it or not. So I got my Leafs jerseys up here. You can see there's a couple little ones there for the little guy. So let's move on out down the hallway here. We're going to start with the Wall of Canada. There's the map there, and there's the jersey. So this is something I've loved. It's one of my loves to do, is to collect hockey jerseys. And it all started when I was 16. I got a Toronto Maple Leafs Felix Potvin jersey for Christmas. And I thought it would be cool to wear a different jersey every day. Be pretty cool. So over the years I started collecting, and I'm pretty proud of it. Now, because I'm kind of a weirdo about jerseys, this whole room is kind of organized, and if you're onto it, you'll notice stuff. So first of all, I've got all the Canadian teams around the front through the TV there. I used to actually have it organized geographically, but then I thought I wouldn't have any more friends anymore if I had told them that's what I'd done. So what I did is actually organize it into rivals. So you got the Battle of Alberta there, Edmonton, Calgary, the old Battle of Quebec with Montreal, Quebec, Battle of Ontario with Toronto and Ottawa, obviously Montreal, Toronto, and Western teams, the old Winnipeg Jets and Vancouver Canucks. Around the back over there, you've got some old Norris Division teams with the Hartford Whalers, Buffalo Sabres, and there's a Boston Bruin Ray Bork Winter Classic. This one over here is a pretty cool one. That's the old Colorado Rockies. They moved to New Jersey in the early 80s to become the New Jersey Devils. Minnesota North Stars in white up there. Of course, they moved to Dallas, become the Dallas Stars. St. Louis Blues, Chicago Blackhawks, and Detroit Red Wings. Back in the day, I was obviously being a Maple Leaf fan, I was a big fan of the Norris Division. And that was Detroit, Chicago, St. Louis, Minnesota, and Toronto. So that's pretty neat. Got the two old All-Star jerseys up there. Campbell and Wales Conference, Campbell, Gretzky, and Wales Lemieux. And you've got the old Patrick Division along here, so you've got New Jersey, Washington, Pittsburgh, Philly, Islanders, Rangers, and then a couple of West Coast teams here with the old Kings and San Jose Sharks jersey. Pretty cool. With the exception of that Colorado Rockies jersey, these are all the teams that existed in the NHL up till 1993, which was the highest season, I believe, scoring-wise, and there were multiple 100-point scores that year. It was the last time that the league had so many 100-plus point scores, and it was the first year Gary Bettman took over as the NHL commissioner. Come on into the bedroom. So along the back, I've got the generational players of the last probably 30 years, obviously David and Gretzky, Lemieux and Crosby, of course the great Bobby Orr up there, Stevie Yzerman, who played in Peterborough, Ontario, Bernie Perron, who was a Maple Leaf but then ended up in Philadelphia winning 2 Stanley Cups, and Tim Horton, proud Maple Leaf. And if you're from Canada, you'll know about Tim Hortons, the donut shop. Yes, he was a real hockey player. Pretty neat. Up there, I've got the Winnipeg Jets, and of course, Winnipeg Jets moved to Phoenix, which are now Arizona. Got your Minnesota Wild jersey there. Pretty neat Nashville Predator. And my drum, again, the Calgary, Marty Brodeur, and Daryl Sittler, another Maple Leaf great. So obviously you can tell a girl doesn't live here because a girl would never allow anything like this. So I'm just taking advantage of it. It's pretty cool.
Alright guys, thanks for tuning in. That's been another episode of Daigs Dangles. Huge shout out and thank you to Mr. Ryan Langford, aka Langer. Thanks for letting us come crash your pad.
No problem, anytime, man.
Showing us your little slice of hockey heaven here. God, I love coming here. Alright guys, make sure you're tuning in to the next episodes. Checking out centerice.co.nz and kimurahockey.co.nz for all your hockey needs. And remember, keep your stick on the ice.